Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the referenda concluded in Kherson, Zaporozhye, Donetsk and Luhansk republics, and votes were counted. Obviously the result is all these four territories will become part of Russia. Now let me read you the numbers. This article comes from Sputnik, so Russia, and it's 1 hour ago it concluded. It says local electoral commissions, referenda in Kherson, Zaporozhye, DPR and LPR recognized as valid. The referendum on joining Russia started simultaneously on September 23rd in Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics, as well as in Kherson and Zaporozhye regions. Voting lasted 5 days until September 27th. Russian President Vladimir Putin said last week that Russia would support the decision made by the residents. So, according to the results of processing 100% of the ballots, we got 98.42%, over 1.6 million people of the inhabitants of the Lugansk People's Republic voted for joining Russia. So 1.6 million, right? Yep, and 98.42. Now we go, it says here, Pushechnik, and Pushechnik is Leonid Pushechnik, the head of LPR, said, "We deserve it and we have reached it." Okay, all right, next one. Meanwhile, in the neighboring Donbas Republic of Donetsk, based on all of the ballots processed, 99.23% of its residents voted for joining the Russian Federation, according to Vladimir Vysotsky, chairman of DPR-CEC. The total turnout was 97.51% of all registered voters. 97. A total of 2,133,326 voters took part in the voting. That's almost as big as Lithuania. The other one is bigger than Latvia and Estonia. All right, so he said Vysotsky pointed out that only 0.68% voted against accession to Russia during the 5-day referendum. All right, let's go to the next one. He said that the Republic's head, Denis Pushilin, said that the referendum has officially been held and its results are colossal. We have been moving towards this for so long, and here it is, a colossal result. To say that we did not expect such a result would be untrue. I personally believed and continue to believe in Donbass. I believe in our people. We have all watched this. We all wanted this. What's going on? All right, the next one. In the Kherson region, it says located just north of the Crimean Peninsula, per the local Central Electoral Commission, as 100% of the votes were processed, a total of 87.05% of the inhabitants voted for joining the Russian Federation. Per Maria Zakharova, chairwoman of the Regional Electoral Commission, a total number of 497,051 participants in the referendum said yes to the question put at the referendum. Are you for the withdrawal of the Kherson region from Ukraine, the formation of an independent state by the Kherson region, and its entry into the Russian Federation as a constituent entity of the Russian Federation? This was the question. The number far exceeds 50% of the votes required to pass the referendum. In total, 571 people took part in the referendum in the Kherson region, which is 76.86% of all list of voters there. Now, and in Zaporozhye region, after processing 100% of the referendum ballots. 93.11% of voters supported reunification with Russia, said the head of the regional committee, Galina Tralala. So, following the referendum, the region de facto withdrew from Ukraine and is waiting for the decision of Moscow on admitting it. The region's head, Evgeny Balitsky, told reporters on Tuesday evening, adding that the local authorities have already submitted the formal application to the Russian government. Quote-unquote, welcome home to Russia. Deputy Chairman of Russia Security Council, former President Dmitry Medvedev, claimed in his post on Telegram that the results of the referenda are clear. End quote. Welcome home to Russia, he wrote. Well, all right, so this is what's going to be here. Now what's going to be? It has to be... Russian president said that Moscow will support a decision made by the residents of the Donbas, Zaporozhye and Kherson regions. So, as for the republics of Donbas, and on February 21st this year, Putin announced the recognition of the sovereignty of the LPR and DPR. Okay, well, this is it. So, don't forget that LPR and DPR voted in 2014. They had they voted to be independent. So they voted 96.2% of the referendum voted for self-determination of LPR in 2014, while 89.7% voted for the same for the DPR. The next day, May 12, 2014, the state sovereignty of the Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republic was proclaimed. So that's in 2014, and now they joined Russia. So this is it. Now the information, the request was sent to Moscow. They will obviously ratify it and approve it. They're going to give it to the president, which is Putin. Putin is going to sign their official admission, and then it's going to show up and talk probably in front of the Duma. And after he talks in front of the Duma, then we'll see if the Ukrainians will continue to shoot. And yes, they will continue to shoot, because I have two more articles that I'm gonna turn into videos. One with Antony Blinken, Secretary of State of the United States of America, who said that Ukraine has all the right in the world to continue attacking and reclaiming by military means this territory that will be Russian. So that's green light from the United States to continue. These guys, the Russians said, if that is to occur, that is an attack on our motherland, because those territories will be part of Russia, therefore the border will be pushed that way, and whomever attacks it, we can defend ourselves with whatever we want. And I have another article that I'm going to make a video on, stating exactly what I said for a long time, because I know these guys. It's not hard to know them. They said that they will provide Ukraine with any kind of weapon to defend itself. Okay? So this is the mountain slope model that I talk about. And this is little by little. We're going to give them helmets, going to give them condoms, going to give them ammunition, we're going to give them this, we're going to give them this, and eventually they will say, we will give you all. But they couldn't say that on the 25th of February because we, the fish, the little fish, we were not ready. But unfortunately, the population is losing patience into all this support for Ukraine. I have a opinion poll that shows that. I will make a video on that too. So it's going to be a busy evening. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.